What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz responds to the performance of Oleksandr Usyk, and he had this to say. He says that Oleksandr Usyk didn't look good in his heavyweight debut. He goes on, he says, he's a good fighter. I didn't think he looked too good for his first fight at heavyweight, but he's a great boxer, said Ruiz. I didn't think he carried his power too much. After December 7th, of course, we will give him the opportunity. Those are the words of Andy Ruiz. Now, I think that this is great news. Very refreshing news. Why? Because Andy Ruiz is talking some good shit. This is what I want to hear. I would want, if he beats Joshua in the rematch, that's the fight I want to see next. Because Usyk is a guy that has a particular style which is a very good matchup for Ruiz. It's a challenging matchup for Ruiz. Okay? It's the type of fight that you want to see because of the styles, the hand speed, the quickness, you got new faces in the heavyweight division. It's not the same shit that we've been dealt with for the last 2 or 3 years. Okay, these are new faces, these are new opportunities. Ruiz has made his presence known in the heavyweight division by upsetting Joshua. Then Usyk, just conquered the whole division, moving up in weight. Right? And taking on the heavyweight division to try to repeat the same process that he did from the weight class before that. So, Ruiz talking like, hey, I didn't think he looked pretty good. I think maybe he's dropping some shade. Maybe he's trying to start some shit. He gave his respect. He's a great boxer, but I didn't think his power carried up. You know what I mean? But he did not have to say, I didn't think he looked very good in the fight. I think that's a little shade. I think he talking a little shit about this much of shit. A subtle diss. That's what I call that. That's what you call dissing someone subtly. Not a blatant, I ain't think he was shit. I ain't think he all that. Subtle is, I didn't think he was very good. You know what I mean? He could have just said, hey, man, his power just carried up. His power didn't carry up, right? I don't think his power carried up to heavyweight, But he's a good boxer. So he put his 2 cents in. And, hey, of course, I will fight him after December 7th. I'm going to give him that opportunity. I heard that. You heard that. He just said that. I just read that. Right? That's what I want to see. I don't want to see another PBC fighter get the straps and then all of a sudden you're running off somewhere. You're holding it, running off to Deontay Wilder, and we don't know what's going to happen with Wilder and Fury and stuff like that, So that's a whole different story. But to hear Ruiz give his assessment, his counterpunch on Oleksandr Usyk, and then said he wasn't that good, he didn't look that good. He didn't look like the power carried over, To counterpunch that, first of all, I think that was a test. It's a good barometer. It's a good fill-out fight for Usyk. I think he looked exactly the way he's supposed to. He's not known to be a power puncher. It ain't about power all the time with heavyweights or with any fighter for that matter. Okay, every fighter has his own specialty. And Usyk, he has the power of surprise with his angles. He'll catch you with a punch you ain't gonna see. And that's what happened to Chaz. Chaz was getting caught with punches that he was trying to elude from, and he was still getting caught with that he didn't think he could get caught with. Okay? Especially when you go to evade a punch and a shot, and he catches you trying to do something you call yourself doing, but it ain't working. Right? That's that's a punch that he didn't see. That's one of Usyk's specialties. Okay? So him talking about a fighter that is a heavyweight fighter, he wasn't going to try to go in there and blow him out. So for people that think, oh man, he should have knocked him out, well, that probably would have happened eventually. But understand, this guy is his first fight at heavyweight. It doesn't supposed to. Did the guy continue? They were like, hell no. Get him out of there. He's giving you a whooping. He's putting these punches together. All right? So, and for that matter, Ruiz is not known for a knockout punch. You know what I mean? He throws 4 or 5 punches. Okay, he's not a Deontay Wilder, right? He ain't an Ernie Shavers. He's not a Mike Tyson. He is who he is. So for him to say, I don't think his power, I think people expect too much from Usyk at this point, including Andy Ruiz. That's my counterpunch on that. But I think he said that I don't think he didn't look too good, See, I think honestly that was a little shade that Andy Ruiz threw in there for his own gratitude. Give him the stick, see if he bites. You know what I mean? So I think that's Ruiz's way of, of kind of, throwing shade. Exactly that, throwing shade. But the most important thing about this article is what he said after that. And I like the idea of Andy saying, hey, he didn't look very good. Great. If you don't think he looks very good, just like Deontay Wilder said, just like Eddie Hearn said, if you don't think that he's good, if you think that he's beatable, fight him. I like that. Say he's not that good. That gives you more confidence to go in there and beat him. Shut him up. Shut down the cruiserweight tyrant. Shut his shit down. Let's do it. Why not? But since he said I'll give him the opportunity, that's good words spoken from the champ. Great championship words, great championship mentality, and I love it. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz's statements towards Oleksandr Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.